inspired by industrial design, I'm inspired by art, I'm inspired by film, I'm inspired by music, inspired by human rights activists, inspired by people that want to do good in the world and not seek their own financial gains over other people's lives. Audio engineering's program prepares you to mix, prepares you to know what microphone is going to work where, but it doesn't prepare you to make a song. It doesn't prepare you to work with an artist. It doesn't prepare you to see a project from beginning to end. It doesn't prepare you to be pushing the boundaries of audio aesthetics. It gives you the tool set to do all those things, but it doesn't tell you how to do it. I don't know that I'm all that different from everyone else, but I guess what makes me me is, I don't know, am I different than anyone else at all? I want to be remembered as someone that helped people and instilled confidence and made people believe that they can do anything they want to do. 'Cause so many artists have done that for me and instilled confidence and made me feel like I'm on top of the world even when I wasn't. And I want to do that for people because that's all there is. To me, at least.
Interview. This is Couch Interviews with Jeff Ellis Worldwide, and I'm here with
Dylan Brady.
Let us know if the volumes are messed up. Did you spill something?
Yeah, this monster spilled a little bit. It's just on the ground here.
Tragedy. You turned your microphone off.
It's on.
It's on SoundCloud. He's a god. Tell us. Dylan Brady, tell us about when you invented the 808. Alright, well now we can return to our regularly scheduled program. Probably not a good idea to order anything from 7-Eleven that's meat flavored in chip form. Would you say, Dylan, would you say that effects are an important part of your sound?
No. I need more effects.
clipping.
This is a meme of Jeff.
Also, Dylan, you're.
Thank you.
You didn't graduate from the recording school?
No, I got let go from the program.
When you start to get the fear that you're maybe gonna blow up your speaker, just push a little bit. Just go.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
SSL compressor?
This isn't trolling. When you can artistically clip the master, this is called ignorance for art.
Are you asking anything?
Dylan, do you use compressors a lot? St. Louis, Missouri.
Yes.
Calvin, why don't you join us on the couch here?
Is there room?
Yeah, there's room. Sit back. Hey, Calvin.
Hello.
Are you gonna post this afterwards?
Yeah.
You are.
Welcome to the world of music.
Discover new music. Do you want to be the first to know? Pay attention. This is Dash Daily Discovery with DJ Harper.
Welcome in, folks. Welcome to Daily Discovery. My name is DJ Hoppa. Very excited to have Dylan Brady with me here in studio. How are you, man?
Hello, I'm great.
And in your signature shirt.
Yes,
I love it.
Appreciate
I love
it.
it. At what point in time did you start rocking the tie-dye?
Maybe like 6 months ago.
Okay.
I'm new to the game.
No.
Yeah.
I love it though, man. It's a great, it brings a lot of sunshine into the room.
That's the goal, yeah.
Yeah.
Positive vibes.
I love it. I love it. I'm also a fan of the uniform.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that, man.
It's powerful.
It is.
Yeah.
It is very, very powerful. I mean, some of the most powerful people in the world are in uniforms like
true.
that, Hey, that's what we're
Jobs.
trying to do.
Yeah.
Exactly. Steve Jobs. You are here because you've got a new EP on the way here.
Yes.
It's called Peace and Love.
It is.
Also matches the tie-dye
Yes.
situation, or vice versa, whichever one came first. And we're here to talk about the project. It's a 6-song project,
Right.
6-track project that really varies in terms of the sound and really gives us an idea of just how wide your musical taste is.
Yeah, it's very all over the place sonically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Talk to me a little bit about the project as a whole and
Sure.
how Peace and Love came about.
Well, I wasn't really wasn't trying to really make a project like this. Was kind of trying to do some guitar stuff and do kind of like a serious guitar thing. And then that didn't really end up happening, and I ended up having all these songs that I liked, but they didn't really sound the same. But
Right.
I thought I still made them, so I feel like it could still fit on a project together.
Yeah.
And then it kind of came into itself.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the idea of every song needing to sound the same
Right.
in a project, I mean, I personally am not a fan of that. I'd rather see somebody's range inside of a project.
Sure.
I mean, otherwise, just release a whole bunch of singles or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I think either can work, but this just kind of happened like that, and it felt natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. I think I caught this in an interview. You got into the creative world through photography.
Yeah.
And your father is a photographer.
He is.
Tell me a little bit about the relationship between photo, video, and music.
Sure. I like got a camera, and that was fun, like making stuff out of nothing and like seeing that gratification. And then like did video as well, and that was kind of like a similar thing. Like making stuff just felt good. And like having a computer, it all seemed like really possible, I guess.
Right.
And then after taking choir, like kind of knew some stuff about music, and then tried that out, and that was like super, super fun. And I didn't have to like leave the house to make stuff, so that was sick.
And it all just sort of came together. And this way, and what's really interesting now is I think we live in a world where it is all interconnected. I mean, like it's rare that you can release a project musically and not have some sort of visual component to
Definitely.
it. Right?
Yeah.
So do you feel like in some ways that puts you at a leg up?
Not really, but it is fun to do, like have my hand at all of it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should have been doing music longer.
Well, you know,
started sooner.
Right. I mean, you've gotten a good run here, though. You're just
Appreciate
starting to really pick up some steam.
Having fun.
Yeah, and I think that's the name of the game, right?
Yeah.
As long as you're enjoying it. I caught one of the videos that you put out recently around a song that is on this project called 7-Eleven Drone.
Yes.
And the video, I mean, I could see now how somebody who is musically inclined and then also has some sort of an idea conceptually for video, how a project like that could all sort of come together in this one piece. Talk to us a little bit, for those who haven't seen 7-Eleven Drone, tell us a little bit more about that concept.
Sure. That was done with my friend Shane Smith, also from St. Louis, where I'm from. He heard the song, and he kind of had this like grand vision for this drone sort of delivery of this AI person, because the song features like a Vocaloid singer where you just type the words in and then the computer sings it based on what notes you play. So that was kind of personified in this drone delivery girl. And she shows up and we sing this duet together.
Which is crazy, because even in the video, like you've got full on like this computer generated other character that then is singing along, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. If you haven't seen the video, you need to check it out. Actually, when we put this up, we'll archive it on my site, and I'll embed the video so that everybody can see that. But it's a really cool concept.
Appreciate
in terms of how it all came together.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right. Well, I want to get to some of this music off of Peace and Love, off the Peace and Love EP. I believe we're starting here with "I'll Make You Miss Me All the Time."
Yes, which we just dropped with a video as well.
Tell me more about this song and the concept behind this.
I wrote this song a bit ago and sat on it for a long time, and then my girlfriend made a paper rainbow heart, and I was like, damn, that is so sick for this.
A paper rainbow heart?
Yeah, it was like maybe 5 inches square.
Okay, all right.
And then we thought that would be sick if it was fucking big. Oh, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, okay. You're allowed to.
So we made it really big, kind of like American Idiot vibes, kind of, much less grand. But she made this huge, like 8-foot rainbow heart, and then we just performed it rock style in front of it. And that was super fun to do.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's just like a classic rock style video.
I love it. Let's get right to it. I'll Make You Miss Me All the Time. Dylan Brady hanging out with us here in studio. Do not go anywhere. You're tuned into Dash.
We just started. I say goodbye. You don't want to find out how this would go, but I'll tell you anyway. I make you miss me all the time, and you tell me secrets, and I would judge repeat. I'm not that good of a guy, and you deserve better, girl. You deserve would that be a lie? I think you miss me all the time, and you tell me secrets, and I would just repeat them. I'm not that good of a guy, and you deserve better, girl. You deserve better.
Discover new music and new artists at Dash Daily Discovery with DJ Harper.
I'll make you miss me all the time. Dylan Brady hanging out with me here in studio on Dash Radio. We're playing some tracks off the Peace and Love EP.
Yes.
Man, we were talking about just the overall range of this EP and how this is just really a collection of songs that speak to you.
Yeah.
Like in regards to this. With somebody who has this diverse of a range or this wide of a range when it comes to making music, do you find that you go through phases?
100%, yeah.
Right. Like that you're in a phase where it's like, all right, this is kind of where my head is at right now. What phase are you in right now, currently?
I'm using like this really small room reverb sound on like everything.
Okay.
So that's kind of what everything sounds like right now.
Nice. Nice.
It'll probably come out in like 6 months, maybe a year.
I love it. I love it. And when it comes to this, I mean, for me personally, I have a hard time with genres.
Sure.
Like I have a hard time putting music into these boxes that we've designated. Do you feel the same way when it comes to music, or are you okay with like this is more of a rock song, this is more of a
I just kind of say it's all pop, so I kind of just kind of bypass that argument.
Right. That is one way to do it.
Yeah.
To say that it's all pop.
So that's just a cop out that I do.
I didn't want to call you out on it, but you know.
It's no worries.
No, it's so true though, because to me it's a hard way to describe music.
Definitely.
Just the same way as I feel like it's hard to describe other forms of art.
Yeah.
You know, who's to say what this is? If you're using, multiple types of paint or other mediums that are integrated into your artwork.
Mixed media.
Yeah, right, exactly. We need that's what we need. We need like a mixed genre category.
Yeah.
You know? Pop. Which would, right, which would be pop, which would be everything, essentially. We were talking a little bit as the song was playing about how this Peace and Love EP is a release on Mad Decent.
Yes.
Which there is, Mad Decent has somewhat been pigeonholed as an EDM label, historically.
Yeah.
And for them to put out a project and support an artist like you,
very sick.
How did this all come about?
I think my manager Cody reached out to Paul over there and showed him some tunes. I have like a bunch of side projects and stuff as well that he was down with, and then that's just started the conversation from there. Got the ball rolling.
Nice.
Maybe like a year ago.
Yeah, I think it's cool that Mad Decent is branching out and supporting a project that is this diverse.
Yeah, very sick.
And I think you're also then, doing a lot in terms of being able to push that label forward in terms of, what people would then come to expect from
What's
Mad
up,
Decent.
so
Yeah. I love that. All right. I want to get into another song of yours called What I Made For You, aka Lo-Fi Dub. Yeah. And this will be the last one that we play here off the project. Before we do, tell me a little bit more about what's coming up for you as we get into this final part of 2018.
What is coming up 2018? This EP is big thing. Got a little imprint at Mad Decent as well. Called
cool.
Dog Show Records, so I can release some music with friends and some other side project stuff through that channel, which is dope. A lot of cool stuff coming through that soon.
That's actually really cool. So in addition to your project, you've then now got an ability to put other people on as well.
Which is dope. Have a lot of friends out here making music with them, so it'll be cool to have this new platform.
Who are some of the people that you're excited about that you're working?
Ravenna Golden, Pretty.
Would you had a
both
track
from St.
with Pretty Georgia?
Yeah, we just dropped that. That was the first thing from Dog Show Records. Super sick. Who else? Lewis Grant, TV, Tony Valor. Just some friends.
Nice.
Super dope, all of them.
I mean, it's gotta be a great feeling to be able to do your own thing and do it sort of on your terms,
Yeah,
for
definitely.
the most part, and be able to, put other people on.
Yeah, they're being very supportive. It's sick.
Amazing, amazing, man. Tell me a little bit more about what I made for you before we play it here.
I was in choir, so I wanted to do like kind of a vocal arrangement thing, like a Beach Boys kind of vibe. So this is like my attempt at that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. The Beach Boys, in my opinion, are a bit underrated.
Wow, that's fair.
I feel like it's some
Brian
of the vocal.
Wilson is held pretty high though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. But
Vocal arrangement's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Is I feel like there is a lot there that oftentimes is forgotten, especially as time goes on.
Yeah.
There's not as much reference back to the Beach Boys. I love it. Let's play it here. Dylan Brady's song called "What I Made for You," aka Lo-Fi Dub. Here it is, right here on Dash Radio.
Baby, will you come around and see what I made for you? Baby, will you come around and see what I made for you?
Discover new music and new artists at Dash Daily Discovery with DJ Harper.
What I Made for You, aka Lo-Fi Dub. Dylan Brady hanging out with us here in studio. We're talking about the Peace and Love EP releasing on Mad Decent.
Indeed.
And man, just talking about some of your process. You were explaining to me actually while this was playing that you're a Logic guy.
Yep.
And that you'll even go to free software to like find different things to pull together, which I think is really important, because I think that sometimes, in this day and age, people get so caught up in this like one-upping of gear or whatnot, where it's like you're almost defined by your gear.
Yeah.
And
not good.
No, because I think really what, I come from an era certainly in which you only had X amount of tools, and you needed to find a way to make it work with what you had, and almost forced the creativity. Whereas I think nowadays we have so much at our fingertips.
Too much.
That it is. It's almost too much.
It's
It's
scary,
almost
yeah.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know? When you create, is there a process? Like, do you go through sort of a step-by-step process? Do you start with melody? Do you start with an overall concept? Do you start with drum programming?
If I'm like in a session with someone, I'll probably start with like chords or something. But if I'm like messing around with myself,
Well, yeah, but that could have gone a whole different way.
Anything could happen.
Right. True that.
Anything could happen. I could just, mostly with other people, it's more like calculated. But
Right.
if I'm just doing my own thing, then could start with drums, could start with a weird little sound or guitar, anything. One little line.
I think that's really cool. Like that's a good way to sort of approach things and kind of see where things go.
Yeah.
And I feel like your music sort of has that type of vibe and feel to it. I feel like,
Sick.
and you as a person have that kind of vibe to it. It's almost kind of very laid back with where things go and sort of consummate creative.
Yeah. Just trying to make something sick.
Well, man, I'm very excited about the new project. I'm excited about what is to come with your future and all the things that you're doing. We have put together, for those that maybe are catching it right now and you want to catch this from the very beginning, you can listen back to the archive of this interview on my site, hoppaworld.com. I've got links back to all of Dylan Brady's stuff, including the video I was telling you about with the 7-Eleven drone.
Yes.
And also just links back to all of your stuff as well. So
all the links.
All the links, all of the things, man,
Let's
all
go.
of it. We want to thank everybody for joining us today. I want to thank Dylan Brady for being here today.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Of course, man, of course. And I usually like to end things like this. Music is life and life is good. Everybody, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great one.
Sometimes I won't make anything for like a day or two, but other times I'll be like here 8-10 hours a day. If it's super late at night and I've just been making songs all day, I'll be kind of out of ideas and just not be so serious about making something, so that's kind of the time when some of the craziest shit comes about. I'm Dylan Brady and we are at my studio in Bedrock in Silver Lake, LA. I got out here through an invite from Lil Aaron. I was making a bunch of music in St. Louis with friends there, and we were just making tunes and putting them on SoundCloud, making songs we like. And I thought the whole time I was gonna move to New York because that's where music was, but I was told that it's actually in LA. So dropped out of school and moved there. I think with my sound, I really like the idea of not having anything that's like extraneous or unnecessary and doing the whole idea with as few elements as possible. In the beginning, it was like really dark and distorted stuff, all in minor keys and dark and stuff like that. And then lately, since I've got here in the last 2 years, it's definitely gotten brighter, doing more happy songs, and that feels good now. I was making music at my apartment for like a year and a half being here. Couldn't really be very loud because my neighbor would bang on the floor with a broom at like 3 p.m. and I could never do anything. So I got this room and was like, I want a fucking loud amp. So I looked up the one Tom DeLonge had from Blink on the first 2 albums and got that amp. I had like always listened to guitar music, like my dad always played that, and I don't know why I never thought to do that, but I just started playing piano and was in choir and did that kind of music stuff in the beginning. But my friend left a guitar at my apartment and I started playing that. Then he just said I could keep it, which is super sick.
and I've just been messing around with that and trying to get better in the last like 2 or 3 years. That's been super fun. Grew up liking like Blink and Zeppelin and like Stevie Wonder, but it wasn't until I heard Dark Fantasy where I was like, I want to fucking make music. So that was kind of like the thing that got me to try and do it. So I was definitely making a lot of Kanye type things in the beginning, but making all types of sounds now because there's all the other influences I had never tried to like tap into when I started playing guitar. Got this new project called Peace and Love on Mad Decent. Very sonically not cohesive. Whole project is kind of just some songs that came together into being a project. I wasn't really like set out to do that. I was kind of trying to do this serious guitar thing. But I had made a bunch of songs while trying to make that. So that kind of just turned into the project, was the other songs that I had made. It's definitely different than the other releases. There's like rock shit. The 7-Eleven Jones, like a EDM song kind of. Like a lot of weird combos of sounds, kind of, more so than previous music. But still like great melodies, hopefully.
I'll make you miss me all the time. Video shoot.
We answered your questions you sent in on Twitter.
Trueman68 said, Lewis, how are you liking this shoot?
I'm loving the shoot. It's fun to shoot on an iPhone again because we started way back in the day in St. Louis shooting all our videos on iPhones. And then we switched to DSLRs, and now we're back on iPhones.
Back on iPhone, Apple iPhone.
It's better than ever.
Great
Love
product.
it. Real good time.
When's Dylan dropping new shit, Lewis?
Oh, well, Dylan's putting out his project, Peace and Love, on...
Someday very soon.
We'll put that in. We'll dub that in.
Yeah. We'll put the date on it.
We'll dub that in. I like that.
On Frogboy 4444. What's the meaning of the song and the video? What's the connection between the lyrics and the heart?
My girlfriend who made the heart and designed it, Ellie Golterman.
Can we find her artwork somewhere?
We can find it on Ellie, E-L-L-Y, Golterman.com. All of it.
How come you're spelling Ellie but not Golterman?
I feel like Golterman's
Spell it out.
Golterman.
There we go.
.com. She made a small version of it out of paper, maybe 4 inches high. I was like, wow, that'd be a crazy backdrop for this tune I'm about to do. And then she built this huge version of it. Here it is.
But I'll tell you anyway. I think you miss me all the time.